The news you received this morning that I've decided to make this season my last as a NASCAR Cup driver.
Four-time NASCAR champion Jeff Gordon says he will retire as a full-time driver after the 2015 season.
On Wednesday, Joe Gibbs Racing held a press conference announcing that Carl Edwards would step away from full-time NASCAR racing.
How surprised were you when Carl Edwards announced he wasn't going to race this year?
Carl's not racing this year? Are you serious?
It's just been unbelievable, and I've got to race with some of the greatest personalities and the greatest race car drivers in the world, and that's been a huge honor for me to come from Columbus, Indiana, and get a chance to do what we do every week. And I look forward to, I think Denny Hamlin said it the best when we were in a conversation about a month ago, and he said, we'll see you on the other side. And that's the way I've looked at this. It's going to be fun to come to the track next year, but without a helmet. Instead, I'll wear a headset, just a different role.
Would you like to have a career in racing, and if so, what would you like to do, Dale?
Well, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. I love it to death. It's all I've ever known, racing.
Like to be remembered?
Well, hopefully down the road, that I can be a top Winston Cup driver.
Tony is being heralded as the next Jeff Gordon, although there's really nothing wrong with the current one. Just like Jeff Gordon, Tony hails from Indiana. He's been impressing people for a number of years now with his racing exploits.
I wanted to do since I was a little kid, and up north where I'm from, there really wasn't that much stock car training up there like there is in the south, so I went open wheel racing instead, and it just worked out to where Harrier and Air picked me up.
His displeasure with Jeff Gordon.
The future starts now for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Truck for one big backflip. He gets to celebrate.
Dale Jr. voted most popular driver of the last 14 years. Who, if anybody, can come close to filling this void with NASCAR?
It's a difficult thing for me, Michael, because I'm one of these people. I think if you look contextually at when famous athletes retire, the sport rolls on, right? When Peyton Manning walked away, we still love NFL football. So I think that sport is oftentimes bigger than athlete, probably every time bigger than athlete. But that said, it is quite a blow to NASCAR, especially when you consider that Jeff Gordon recently retired, the most transcendent driver in some time. Tony Stewart, a three-time champion, just retired. Carl Edwards just retired. These are superstars in the world of NASCAR, and Junior is such a transcendent figure, both inside the sport and outside, that it's going to be quite a hit to the sport. But there's some young stars. You know, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski both are champions, and they're both still really young. And there's some up-and-coming stars. A young man named Kyle Larson who's really taken another step this season. Chase Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s teammate, is young and very fast. So I think that there are some drivers who can carry it, but if anybody's ever as popular as he is now, at least in the near future, I would be really surprised.